going on, guys? XSR Detroit here with a follow-up video. Last year I did a video on the QuadLock vibration dampener. Looking back, despite the fact that it's one of the most popular videos on my channel, I think I kind of missed the point with the test that I was doing. I was essentially measuring for low vibrations when truly what does the damage is the high vibrations. I appreciate the comments on that because I thought I was doing something scientific and I don't think it really was. So instead of doing tests today, I'm just going to tell you what my experience has been like the past year with the dampener installed. I had heard stories about people having issues with not only quad locks but other cell phone mounts, destroying phone cameras. It seemed to be mostly an iPhone thing and high-end Android phones. So that was my reason for getting the dampener, because I didn't want to ruin my camera. At the time, I had a OnePlus 7 Pro, which had a pretty solid camera on it. I didn't want to ruin that, so I bought the universal adhesive quad lock mount, and I just put that on a regular cell phone case. And after riding for most of the summer with the vibration dampener, my phone was completely fine. I didn't have any issues whatsoever with the camera or the phone in general. In November, I did sell that phone and I bought a Pixel 6 Pro, and I was a little apprehensive. Not because the quad lock dampener doesn't work, it works fantastically, but the Pixel 6 Pro has just a much more complicated and sensitive camera setup, but I figure things have been going great so far, so why not, you know? I was actually able to buy a quad lock specific cell phone case for that phone, and I did pick up the wireless charging head as well. I'll talk about that in a separate video. That's a whole separate thing. In January, I picked up my Honda CRF 300L, and one of the first things I bought for it was a quad lock mount and the vibration dampener. I figured it would be really convenient to just pop my phone on both bikes, really easy to interchange. And just a side note, if you do have multiple bikes, the quad lock system is awesome. It's just so convenient to just click your phone on, get your GPS going. On both of my bikes, it's no big deal, which I think is really convenient. But the point I'm trying to make is, at this point, I have two motorcycles with the vibration dampener on it. And that was in January. I filmed this is like mid-August, and on both bikes, I haven't had any issues with the Pixel 6 Pro whatsoever. The camera's completely fine. The phone's totally fine. Normally, you know, on the XSR, of course, I'm only riding on the street. The CRF, I do ride on single track and dirt roads and stuff. Usually if I'm riding something pretty aggressive, I just take my phone off the mount because I don't really see the point in having it on there unless I need a GPS, but that's, you know, pretty rare. But most of the time, it's when it's on the bike, it's on the street. And both of these engines are pretty buzzy. You know, the 3-cylinder, the 1-cylinder, you know, they're not exactly the most cushy engines. And there's probably a lot of vibration going through those handlebars, and I haven't had any issues whatsoever. As you can tell, I'm pretty happy with the quad lock vibration dampener. I mean, I use it on two motorcycles with two separate phones and no issues whatsoever. I think at this point, it's kind of a no-brainer thing to put on your bike if you're gonna put your cell phone on your handlebars, because cell phone tech and camera tech is just getting better and better and better and more advanced. Even the mid-range phones are coming out with some pretty powerful cameras. So it's just, for the cost, it's totally worth it to protect your phone, protect your investment, save yourself from a total headache if the camera goes to shit and you have to pay to get it repaired. The dampener is a lot cheaper than that. So I would definitely recommend it. It's been great. It's so convenient, just like going from one bike to the other, just popping my phone on, you know, it's just awesome. I think a lot of people run their phones on their handlebars, especially if you're using it as a GPS or you need to charge it. So it's just one of those things that I would definitely recommend. I would love to hear guys' experiences in the comment section. Please let me know what happened with your guys' phones. If you guys had any issues, I would definitely like to hear about that, but I'm happy, totally worth it. Got two of them, they work great. So if you like the video, please consider subscribing. If you like content like this, I'm putting it out pretty often, or I'm trying to these days. But yeah, ride fast, ride naked, wear your helmet, and I'll see you in the next video.